लोटस का स्टेम जो होता है ना, it apparently it contains some kind of a drug which kind of slows your mind to a level where you start dreaming and seeing things which are not otherwise visible. So lotus eater is now an English phrase meant to talk about how do you approach life. So when COVID happened, one good thing which happened is you have plenty of time. Clients are not bothering you, staff is not bothering because everybody is work from home, and you are on the second floor of your house, chhat ke upar, and thinking, where am I? What am I doing? And I think that is when it kicked into me to say I cannot keep living the current life forever. I have to look at life differently, because as you keep, I mean, in the Indian system, we keep saying that as you keep growing older, you go from one stage of life to the other stage. I am not yet there, but I need to think about what is it that I want to leave behind. Okay? मुझे याद है when I was young, really young, I'd gone to Mumbai and anybody from Mumbai here? Okay. I'd gone to Mumbai and Marine Drive, and then I'd said, one day I'll own an apartment here. Okay. Now those of you who know what I'm talking about, it sounds very foolish, you know. So, but that was my dream at that point of time. Let me change it a bit. Before I started my own company, there was a dream that you need to earn a lot of money. How many of you want to earn money? Okay.
He's not giving it away, okay?
So there was this thing that you need to earn a lot of money. And I was working in the Middle East at that point of time. Middle East is a zero income tax country. So you can make a good amount of money and not worry about paying taxes. So I remember I made some decent money and I said, I want to come back home. And then dad said, beta isse kuch nahi hone wala hai. You need double of what you have. So I actually went back to the Middle East and I said, I'll work some bit more. And I doubled what he told me that I should do. When I came back and said, now I'm happy to come back to India. He said, abhi isse kuch nahi hone wala hai. You need to make double of what you have got. And this is not a story, this is reality. So he actually told me that. And then I said, ye to fir kahani kabhi khatam nahi hoti. I mean, I'll keep doing something and he'll keep coming back and saying, this is not going to be enough, this is not going to be enough. So I actually, and I don't want to tell the number, I actually put aside enough money that he will never again complain to say ki isse kuch nahi hone wala hai. Okay? And now I realize I was so foolish about the entire thing about wanting to keep aside money. A good entrepreneur is somebody who lives as though he has no money, okay, and dreams as though he has all the money in the world.
Lovely.
So I was fortunate to work with Warren Buffett's, one of his companies. Warren Buffett, all of you know, is one of the world's richest or the poorest, depending on how you look at it. He doesn't have a car, he doesn't have a phone, and he lives in a very small house in Omaha. I have never met him, although I worked under one of his CEOs. And he said something very simple. He said, I don't need the money. And he's actually given away all his money. He lives a very frugal life, but each one of his companies is probably one of the most successful companies around. Yeah. I've given a very long answer. I don't even know if I've answered your question.
So who you are right now? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you an investor?
Yeah, that's a good question. So when I came to this thing about post-COVID, what do I do with myself? I said, I really can't keep chasing money forever. And it doesn't make any sense at all. What am I doing? I mean, chase money for what? I have two grown-up kids and I asked the kids, बच्चे आपको मेरे business में आना है? And they said, Dad, of course not. We want to do our own thing. We will not come with you. I mean, so I said, okay, fine. If they are not coming, then what do I do? I said, the only thing that I've got which keeps me going is the ability to set up successful companies. And if I have in my own life done that enough times, why can I not help other companies, others who want to have a dream, to achieve that dream? So the part that Dr. Goyal left out in my introduction is last year I started a company called, not started, I became a partner in a company called Sarthi. So Sarthi, as the name suggests, is Krishna, Sarthi. How do I help others to achieve their dreams? And I think that is what is going to be what I live with for the rest of my life. To say, have I touched enough lives? Have I made enough contribution to companies? I think that's what is my current dream. पैसे तो चले गए, it's out of the window. We don't worry about it anymore.
All right. Thank you very much. I think we are touching all the right notes. Entrepreneur is someone who lives as if they have a lot of money, behaves as if they have a lot of money, but acts with no money. Right? So we were discussing a principle, the mindset, amongst the 5 principles of entrepreneurial mindset. One of them was affordable loss principle. Entrepreneur builds a lean company, lean product, such that even if that product doesn't work, he loses whatever he has, he can start another day because it was affordable loss. And also the 5th principle, pilot in the plane. Entrepreneur does not read the news, does not believe the expert, believes in that crazy dream that he has, the crazy reality that he or she visualizes that I'll make this happen, right? So they're resonating with what Vinay has mentioned. And very interesting about this Sarthi. So now you are an enabler. Shall we say that? You are an enabler. You are a catalyst yourself. Referring to our own incubation center here, IIT Mandi Catalyst. Catalyzing other entrepreneurs, catalyzing ventures to the next stage. So we'll discuss. I'll ask you more questions on what is your philosophy of working with entrepreneurs now. But before that, let's dig a little bit into DataWise, the most recent venture. Can you tell us about current capacity in which you are working with DataWise? Where does it operate? Who are the clients? What is the business? And then I'll ask you the follow-up question on Sarthi then.
So DataWise is actually 20 years old. Started in 2003. That's when I first decided that I don't want a job anymore. And I've been working. I call myself a worker. I say I've been working in DataWise, although I'm the founder. What do? We see any data problem, we try to solve it. Okay, and now it sounds pretty sexy to say DataWise, but there's a lot of thought which went into creation of that name itself. We said that there are people who have got data but don't have the wisdom, and there are people who have got the wisdom but don't have the data. So we said, no matter which stage you are in, we are here to help you. That was the origination of the idea of DataWise. So our initial tagline used to be connecting information and expertise. Of course, then we evolved and we became much more ambitious. Today we work in areas of data analytics, business intelligence, modeling, trying to get optimization solutions. And we just tell our clients, you have a problem, you don't know the solution to, reach out to us and we'll solve it for you. So a lot of it is hardcore academic model building, and a lot of it is understanding their business and being able to solve their business problem.